What is going on, YouTube? Mego be here with ya, and I'm bringing you week 3 of the PMC. So we are up against probably our strongest foe up to date so far, I believe. We're up against Blue Rogue and the Grimsby Town Grimers. So yeah, definitely. If you watched my team builder, you can see kind of what I had in mind here for the team, but yeah, Rogue is the defending champion of the PMC, so this match is not by any means an easy match to win here at all. But yeah, let's get started with this. You can see here from the team preview, he is bringing his Mega Tyranitar. No, he has regular Tyranitar, that's right. So his Tyranitar, Slowbro, Excadrill, Roserade, Spiritomb, and Togekiss. Meanwhile, I'm bringing my Mega Venusaur, Entei, Hitmontop, Alomomola, Mimikyu, and Regice. So yeah, hopefully we can actually get some stuff done here, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this battle. Definitely, I am going to lead out with my Mega Venusaur here. It just seems like the smartest play. It can hit quite a few of his things. So definitely probably my smartest play here. Alright, so we do see that he leads out with Rampage, which is the Tyranitar. I'm okay with that, really. Mega Venusaur really handles that fairly well. And yeah, Mega Tyranitar is not going to want to stay in on this thing, so I am just free to Mega Evolve and get an attack off. And he switches out into his Spiritomb. I went for the safe Giga Drain. I was considering going for the Sludge Bomb, but if he switched into Excadrill there, that would have been a bit of a problem for me. And if he had because the Sludge Bomb wouldn't have affected him, honestly, but you can see that it does a decent amount to this thing. Obviously we're going to get hit by the Sandstorm, which I didn't really want, but yeah. I'm not sure really what this thing wants to do to me, but I am going to switch out because Mega Venusaur is really probably my win condition for this match. So I do go out into Alomomola to see what happens, but he decides to go for the Will-O-Wisp, so I'm okay with switching out, really. Alomomola I don't particularly need in this match. It's kind of their... Really, I want to get that Healing Wish off if like my Entei gets damaged or something. But he does withdraw at this point, and he's going out to Jose, which is his Roserade. I went for the Toxic just in case, but obviously it's not going to affect this Roserade here. Now, I am carrying the Icy Wind on thing, and I know I can take at least one hit from this Roserade, so I am just going to go ahead and take that hit right now. He went for the safe Sludge Bomb. He probably figured that it was probably the safer move to go for. As you can see here, the Icy Wind is going to do a decent amount of damage. It's really not a whole lot, but the main part of it is that his speed gets lowered. Like, it's obviously still going to be faster than the Alomomola, so I am going to switch here. Just to kind of preserve this thing a little bit in case I need it later on. Like, I can probably take at least one hit from this thing. Yeah, so I go into Regice here as he goes for the Giga Drain. It actually does a fair amount to Regice. I didn't put any special defense investment on it, but yeah, the Sandstorm is gone now, and I'm free to just go for an attack here, as I actually decide to go for the Frost Breath. Again, I always just carry Frost Breath instead of Ice Beam. It's one of those setup things, as you saw, if you saw my match last week, it comes very in handy. We are faster than this thing, and we do get a Thunderbolt off, so I'm okay with that, because he's probably going to switch out this next turn. He does Toxic the Regice, which I'm kind of sad about. at this point there's not really a point in preserving Regice anymore, so I do just kind of leave him in here to try to see what we can do. I actually mispredicted here. I forgot that he had this thing, honestly. So I went for the Focus Blast. I kind of expected him to go into maybe the... I was hoping he'd go into the Excadrill or into the Tyranitar to try to get his Sand back up so that I could just get a free Focus Blast off. But obviously he wasn't going to go ahead and do that, so... yeah, I'm just going to go for Frost Breaths here, and I'm gonna just let Regice go down. Like, there's really no point in not letting Regice go down. I have other things to deal with, his other mons, so if I could get more damage on this thing, it's just better for me. So yeah, we do see here, unfortunately he does live one, so Regice is gonna go down to the poison. Really wish he hadn't been poisoned and I could have preserved him, but it's what it is. It's not the biggest deal here. Now, I am free to just go into my Mimikyu here. No matter what he did, I was going to get that free Z bulk up, but fortunately for me, he went for the Sucker Punch, which actually just let me get up a free attack here. Not attack. It's basically free setting up, so, and I get to preserve my Disguise on here. So I'm in a good spot right now. This thing being powered up and not status is exactly where I want this thing to be. So yeah, the Shadow Sneak does take out the Spiritomb, thankfully. And now he goes into Flinch, the Togekiss. Shadow Sneak is really my only move here. Otherwise, it's probably gonna outspeed. You can see from the damage that I did, it's a pretty good amount. But it's not enough to take this thing out, especially if it has the Roost. I'm sorry, I'm a little sick today, so just bear with me. But yeah, I really should have bulked up again right there instead of going, but I was really just afraid that he was going to be able to outspeed me for some reason. Even though I saw the leftovers, I couldn't get it out of my mind that he was Choice Scarfed. I just kept thinking that he had to be Scarfed because there was no other way. And we do see the Roost here, so that really sucks. So I kind of have to go for the bulk up now just so I could actually get damage off on this thing. Yeah, I do go for it. I really should have gone for it beforehand, but you know, mistakes happen there. It does go for the Air Slash again, obviously. So, but now at least I should be able to take him out in 2 hits. So I'm kind of just hoping on it here. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that he would go for the Roost again, but he did actually miss that Air Slash, which kind of changed this game around, honestly. Like, missing that Air Slash means that it is going to go down to this next Shadow Sneak, which really sucks for him because now he has to basically get rid of a different Mon on here. As he does go out into Rampage his Tyranitar because not much really wants to take hits from this thing, especially like his Slowbro doesn't want to take a hit from this thing. Roserade might live a hit, but yeah, this was really his only option to get something off on there. He got the stand up and he can go into his Excadrill now and basically put in some damage here. I am just going to continue going for the Shadow Sneak because why not? Yeah, he had to go for Earthquake. If he had gone for a Swords Dance or something, it was basically game over. So he had to let his Excadrill just take that damage. And now all his Mons are not in the best spot. I do go out into Darth Bane to try to get him to switch out by getting the Intimidate on this thing. And he does withdraw, which I'm okay with. He goes into his Slowbro again. But I actually did a double switch here and went out into my Mega Venusaur. Just because it actually handles most of his things fairly well. Like, there's not much that he can really do to this thing at this point. At least that's what I was thinking. I completely forgot that this next part here was actually a thing. But I did go for the safe Giga Drain. I could have been cheesy about it and gone for the Hidden Power or something, but yeah. We both take Sandstorm damage here. Now, I forgot that Hidden Power Psychic was a thing. You can see it did a crap ton of damage to my Mega Venusaur, but I just went for the Hidden Power Fire because I didn't think he was going to switch out. And he didn't switch out. And it didn't kill him, which I thought I had enough investment in there to kill him, but I do have to let Alomomola go down here. Like, I'm not losing Mega Venusaur. That thing is just literally my win condition against the last two mons. I needed it. Luckily the Roserade does go down into the damage, a Life Orb damage, and I am free to just go back into Mega Venusaur here. Now, and I'm free to click Giga Drains here. Slowbro, from what we saw, was not especially defensive, so Giga Drain, you can see, does a shit ton of damage on there. And he's carrying the Psychic, which I always forget that Slowbro is part Psychic. But we do live it, luckily, and he can't really switch out, so not much he can do there. He has to let this thing go down and try to get the attack off with Excadrill. Yep, he does go out into his Excadrill, and really he can't afford to go for the Sword Dance here. Like, if he did, it would be a bit of a problem. But I do go out into Darth Bane to get that Intimidated off, just in case anything, but he does just go for the Earthquake because obviously it would knock out my Entei and it would knock out Venusaur, Mega Venusaur from that range. So there was really nothing I could do at this point here. I thought I had to let Darth Bane go down, but he did live on 2, thankfully, for that HP investment, and the close combat obviously is going to take out this thing. So yeah, good game to Rogue. Definitely tough match. That air slash miss really, I think, is what caused the change in the match here. So it's unfortunate for him. Fortunate for me, we're now 3-0, so that's a new spot for me. I hadn't been there the entire time, so definitely, yeah, definitely an interesting thing here. But yeah, next week we're up against Phantombass and the New York Cosmogs, so until then guys, later.